Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. It is Cinco de Mayo, and earlier this morning, Chef Anthony Fischer from Pittsburgh High School showed us how to make 3 different pico de gallos using like tomatoes or corn or pineapple.
Yes.
Yes.
So now we're going to do the street tacos. So I have onions, peppers, chicken, garlic, serrano peppers, and jalapenos.
Okay.
And we're going to put this, and this is my personal pork marinade.
Pork marinade. What do you have in your marinade?
It's citrus juices, orange, grapefruit, lemon, lime, habaneros, serrano peppers. It's all just kind of mixed in together. And we're going to start our chicken cooking for our tacos.
Okay.
So we're just going to get that in here. We've got it on some heat. We want to get this all to cook down really nicely. And it's going to be ready to go for our tacos here in a few minutes, but we're going to add a few other options to it.
Okay.
So
we're doing chicken tacos and pork tacos.
Yes.
Okay.
And the idea behind this is to show you that you can take 2 base portions of the tacos, 2 proteins, very similar to each other, but change the entire taco with the pico that you choose to use.
Okay. So
you can develop a lot of flavors, you can build up a lot of opportunities just by changing a little bit of things. Now on the pico, when you make it, if you don't like tomatoes, don't use tomatoes. Use corn, use pineapple, use apples, pears, grapes, mangoes, whatever you like. The base ingredients all stay the same. So you still have onions, you still have your jalapenos, still have your cumin, your salt, and if you like the ground black pepper, put it in.
I thought that was a nice touch.
And just change the tomatoes for something else to make life really kind of adventurous. So I have all of this going. I'm going to add
2 so you can have options.
I usually do 2 or 3 just to make sure I have options. I'm going to add just a little bit of tequila into my chicken.
Okay, so what kind of tequila is this?
This is Ghost Tequila. It's a spicy white clear tequila.
Okay.
That my friend Kevin over at Parrot Head told me to try.
Spicy. Okay.
It's good.
All right.
So, and it adds a nice little variation to your chicken to give it a little depth.
I'd have to say I've never cooked with tequila, so this is exciting. You talk about cooking with wine
and whiskey and brandy,
yep.
But tequila is just one of those ones you don't really get to use very often. So I like to use it when I do Cinco de Mayo. Because
making our adult version.
Yes, and it rolls in really nicely. So we have all this cooking together. I'm going to turn my heat up just a little bit more. Want to make sure that gets done cooking.
Yes.
But here I have my pork, and I marinated my pork in orange juice, tequila, lemon juice, lime juice, grapefruit juice, and pineapples. So I just ran them all through my juicer and put it all into a pan and let it sit overnight. I added some whole cloves to it, some garlic to it, some peppercorns to it, just to kind of give it a little bit of body.
Okay.
And then I saved my marinade because I can cook with my marinade and other things to help combine my flavors over to something else.
So was this already pre-smoked or did you?
It wasn't smoked at all.
Smoked, okay.
It wasn't smoked at all. That was roasted in the oven.
That's roasted in the oven.
That's roasted in the oven, but
so you marinated it, then roasted it.
Exactly,
okay.
But the tequila and the citrus juices give it this nice little essence of smokiness.
It does.
That you don't get unless you put it in the smoker, because not everybody has a smoker at home.
Now that you mentioned the citrus and stuff, those flavors are definitely coming up.
Oh yes, and this is all real simple stuff to do that you can throw together for Cinco de Mayo. I mean, you can go get some chicken and some onions and some peppers, and you only need like a little shot bottle, if not of your favorite tequila, to put in there just to kind of give it a little bit more to it. But make sure you throw some citrus juices in here to activate everything.
So if you just have like a bottle of Jose, you could use that too.
You can use Jose.
Yeah.
You can use anything that you want. And I like using it for this because it, like I said, it gives, with the conjunction of citrus juices, it gives a nice flavor. So,
would it be better to cook with like a white tequila compared to a dark yellow one?
I have not found a difference in the two. When you're cooking with it, it's more of the preference to the user. Whatever you would, like I always say, if you're going to use an alcohol when you cook, if you won't drink it, don't cook with it. So use something that you would drink because the flavors of what you're used to and what you like become familiar to your palate as you're eating
Very
it.
true, very true.
So you can pick it up. And you can braise chicken in this style of a marinade several hours in the oven. Make sure you put a nice tight lid over the top of it and then shred it, and it comes out really nice.
Oh, nice.
But I like to slice mine because it helps to build your taco a little bit better.
Yeah.
You can control how much is going into it. So we're gonna let this cook down a little bit more, but we're gonna talk about the simplicity of our pico over here. And I brought limes to go on top because I like to add a little bit of citrus right at the very end of it. It makes for a nice little addition. I like the acid in my tacos. Without it, it's kind of weak to me. So everybody's a little bit different, but that's why most Mexican restaurants, when you go, serve a little lime wedge with your tacos.
There you go.
So,
And while we let that finish up cooking, let's go ahead and go to break, and then we'll come back and start
putting
putting
everything
everything
together.
together. I'd say plate it, but we're not using plates.
Nope,
Not when you have street tacos.
that's right.
All right, we'll be right back.